Got old business here. I'd like to speak first.
Actually, we have an agenda, and that's why we're following it.
Then I'm leaving.
What was that?
Dave?
No, I'm leaving.
Mr. Edgerton is upset because he feels like he's been left out of the decision-making process with regard to this change in plans for the wall. He also says the other veterans are against these new designs.
Well, I'd like to have had my say. We've never sort of followed protocol before. We just, you know, we've had an agenda the last 2 meetings, but I wanted to bring up something. It said old business, and I wanted to speak. And I looked at the agenda, and Henry said no, and I figured fine, because I wanted them to know how I felt about things that have gone on since the 23rd of August.
And what would you have said?
Well, I would have said that I want to know why the appeal was put on hold. I want to know why John Hart did not get back to me. I emailed him. He said he'd get back to me after the 4th of September. He never did get back to me. And I'd want to know why we can't discuss things properly instead of going behind, because the new design was supposed to be a backup plan. We were supposed to proceed with the appeal as quick as possible and find out where the appeal stood. But then I found out at the August meeting that the appeal was sort of put on hold, but nobody would give me an answer.
But the mood in the room was much more optimistic.
I personally almost prefer this. It's beautiful. It's going to enhance and celebrate the park. It's going to celebrate the cenotaph. It's going to be a lovely walk area. It's going to be a place where the veterans, I can visualize it now, the Veterans on Remembrance Day, going and walking through and looking at both sides.
And it's design number 1 that will be at a public meeting early in November for members of the Legion, war veterans, and the public to take a look at and see if they like it as well. Committee members are hoping it will be held at a Legion to attract veterans, Legion members, and the public to all take a look at the plan. After that, the Veterans Wall Committee will meet again about a week later to see what their next steps are going to be. For MyKawartha.com, I'm Kathryne Miller.